News now from the northeast. In the National Socialist Council of Nagaland, an armed Naga group that's been engaged in peace talks with the central government, on Monday said it had written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi in February, had offered to hold talks abroad if its stay in India is no more welcome. In this 8-page confidential letter, highly critical of the interlocutor and Nagaland Governor Ravi and the Ministry of Home Affairs, the group had also pressed for its contentious demands of having a separate Naga flag and constitution. Well, to talk more about this, let's go across to NDTV's Ratnadeep. Ratnadeep, so what does this leaking of the letter now mean? They claim they got no reply from the Prime Minister's office. And is the peace accord, therefore, in some sort of, is there some worry over it now?
That's right. In fact, this letter, which is a confidential letter, has been written 7 months back to Prime Minister Narendra Modi by the main NSCN faction, the IM faction led by Mr. Muiva. They have been in talks for 22 years. In fact, in 2015, they signed the framework agreement. But of late, the talks have hit the roadblock. In fact, most of the things which are written in this letter are nothing new. In fact, in the past couple of months, NSCN, through several press releases, have raised the issues like that there is a deadlock between government's interlocutor, Mr. Ravi, who is also the Nagaland Governor, and the top leadership of NSCN-IM over the demand of a separate Naga flag and constitution. Also, that NSCN-IM is upset with the fact that there have been heightened operation against them by the security forces, particularly the SAM rifles, which is under the MHA, and also that NIA have been probing several cases of terror funding and have raided, the top leaders of NSCN-IM have arrested a few of the people. In fact, NIA is in the lookout of two of the top commanders in relation to the case which it is investigating to last year's gruesome killing of an MLA in Arunachal Pradesh, where the MLA and 10 others were killed. Now, in this perspective, this letter, a lot of the content of this letter is not new. But what is new is that this letter was sent 7 months back to the Prime Minister's office, and this is for the first time that it has come to public domain that NSCN-IM wants to shift the talks to a third country. Remember, the talks did start in a third country, and then subsequently the leadership came back to India. Now, this is the timing of this letter. The release or the leakage of this letter is also important, given the fact that Indian Army Chief and the Foreign Secretary were on a 2-day visit to Myanmar. Now, while officially they have gone there to hand over aid for COVID-19 pandemic, medicines, etc., also to discuss the border management. But behind the scenes, watchers believe that there would be discussions also on the northeast insurgent leaders who are still hiding in Myanmar, using that country as basis, and some of the top NSCN-IM commanders and cadres are also there. So the timing is also crucial, and this also gives a perspective that things are not at all good when it comes to the Naga peace talks.
All right, Ratnadeep, thanks so much for joining us with all those details.